Have you ever felt that someone was watching you, yet you could not tell who it was or why? As if invisible eyes were following your every step. But no one dared to tell you to your face what was truly happening. If you are hearing this now, no, it is not by chance. This message has reached you at the right time, because God wants you to know an important truth. Chosen one, if you're hearing these words, it means you have already been entrusted with a special mission. Not everyone will understand what is about to be said, but if you feel an inner resonance, then you were brought to this moment not by people, but by God Himself. Why are you being watched in secret? Why do people feel drawn to you, even if they cannot explain it themselves? It is not about your appearance or your actions. It is about your energy, the spiritual power you carry within. You are a beacon, an unseen light for those wandering in the dark. People sense there is something in you that goes beyond mere personality. You carry a divine purpose. Only truly awakened souls, those who have experienced angelic encounters, prophetic dreams, or supernatural moments, can fully recognize that you are not an ordinary person. You walk your divine path, and others can feel it, even if they are not ready to admit it. If you know these words are meant for you, write 777 in the comments. It is a sign of agreement that God is already at work in your life. Subscribe, share, and spread this message, so it reaches those who must hear it too. The time has come to know the truth. You are not merely a person. You are a spiritual force, and your story is only beginning. Chosen one, you must understand. You carry a power others cannot explain, yet they feel it on the deepest level. It is not simply charisma or the gift of words. It is something far greater, a spiritual radiance placed within you by God Himself. Your energy can shift the atmosphere in a room. Every step you take, every word you speak carries weight. This power can move reality itself. People watch you, trying to understand. What is about you that draws them in? Perhaps you have asked yourself, why me? Why was this power given to me? The answer is simple. You were chosen to walk a path that others could not endure. It is not for personal glory or gain. It is a mission from God. You are light in this world, yet your light is not always visible to the human eye. Sometimes it is felt in silence, in peace, in a presence that cannot be explained. Some will feel uneasy near you, for your light exposes their inner darkness. They may avoid you, judge you, or speak against you, yet deep inside, they know you carry something great. Your presence will stir many emotions, inspiration in some, fear in others, and a mysterious pull in those who cannot explain why they are drawn to you. But the truth is, you do not cause this on purpose. It is not a performance or a show. It is your very essence. You carry a vibration higher than the ordinary, and it acts like a magnet, drawing the seekers, the wounded, the lost. You may not even realize it, but your energy can heal, inspire, and guide. Even in silence, you touch the souls of others. This power is no accident. It was given to you from above. You did not choose it, but it was placed in you from the very beginning. You are marked by heaven, and with that anointing comes responsibility. Not everyone drawn to you will come with good intentions. Some seek your light because their own darkness hungers for it, yet they may try to drain it completely. That is why you must learn to guard your strength, protect your space, and be discerning about whom you allow near. You do not need to please everyone. You are not obliged to be understood by all. You are not ordinary. You are a messenger, a vessel for light. People will watch you, reach for you, even imitate you, and not always with pure motives. But you are not here for that. You are here to fulfill your divine purpose. Do not fear being misunderstood. Do not let the opinions of others stop your movement forward. You are not here to be convenient. You are here to be light. Yes, this power feels heavy at times. It can bring loneliness. There will be moments when it seems no one truly understands what you're going through, because they don't. Many see your strength, but they do not see the pain behind it. They do not know the nights you cried, prayed, kept silent, and fought battles in the spirit. But God saw, and it was in those moments that you became who you are now. Remember, your struggle was not a curse, but preparation. Every disappointment, every loss, every battle refined you, made you stronger, made you wiser. All of it was necessary, so you could fulfill the reason. You were sent to this earth. Blessing and burden always walk together. Those who carry light always feel its weight. But know this, you are not alone. You are not alone. Even when it feels like no one is beside you, heaven is watching. Angels stand guard over your path. There were moments you thought everything was falling apart, yet suddenly came strength, peace, or a way forward. That was no coincidence. It was supernatural intervention. God not only gave you the mission, He also provides everything you need to fulfill it. Perhaps you have experienced angelic visitations through dreams, signs, inner knowing, or an unexplainable peace in the middle of the storm. These were confirmations, assurance that you are on the right path. Such moments are not fantasies. They are real manifestations of a spiritual realm working alongside ours. These encounters carry a message, protection, and encouragement. When an angel comes, it means you have not strayed from your path. You walk where God leads you. But even without vivid visions, you feel an inner response. Dreams become prophetic. You begin to understand. These are not just meaningless pictures, they're messages. Sometimes they show the future, sometimes they reveal hidden truth, and sometimes they warn you. These dreams leave a mark on your soul that cannot be forgotten. They are vivid, symbolic, alive. Through them, God speaks to you personally. Do not ignore these signs. Write down your dreams, reflect on them. Ask God to reveal their meaning. The symbolism of dreams is the language of heaven. Through images such as water, fire, mountains, and roads, God speaks to you. These dreams can give you an answer at the right moment, warn you, or simply remind you. You are on the divine wave. You hear Him, and He hears you. Sometimes, only in a dream, God shows you what you are not yet ready to see while awake. It is protection. It is preparation. It is a spiritual radar. And the closer you come to your mission, the clearer your dreams become. They turn into a compass that helps you stay on course, even when everything around you says otherwise. There are moments when you feel something so powerful it cannot be explained in words. A sudden feeling of peace, as if someone embraced you from within. Or tears flowing for no reason, when you're simply sitting in silence. This is a spiritual encounter, a moment when God's presence breaks through the veil of the ordinary and touches your soul directly. It is not imagination. It is the reality of the kingdom meeting yours. Such encounters are not random. They are answers to your prayers, to your search, to your thirst for truth. God reveals Himself when you need Him the most. Sometimes in crisis, sometimes in despair, and sometimes in moments of stillness, when you simply open your heart. His energy is tangible. It penetrates the mind, envelopes the spirit, and gives you the strength to go on. After such an encounter, you're no longer the same as before. But you must understand, these moments are not just comfort, they are confirmation that you are moving in the right direction. God reminds you that you are not forgotten, that you are under His watch, and that your calling truly matters. This energy is not fleeting. It plants spiritual resilience within you, fills you with wisdom, and gives you direction. It is in these experiences that you feel the true essence of your mission. You begin to see how everything is connected, past, present, and future. You sense that your steps are guided. Even if the road is hard, even if there is fog ahead, these encounters become beacons showing you the way. Do you understand? Nothing is in vain. Every turn is part of a greater plan. And in the center of that plan, you are not a random person. You are a chosen vessel. Such contact with the divine changes you from within. You begin to think differently, feel deeper, see wider. It is not just an experience, it is a spiritual renewal. And now, you are not simply living, you are fulfilling. You carry light. You carry meaning. And even if it is not always clear to others, it is clear to you. You know who you are called to be and why you are here. This power you carry, it is visible. Even if you try to be modest. Even if you never speak your faith aloud. Even if you remain silent, your energy speaks louder than words. People feel it before you say anything. When you enter a room, the atmosphere shifts. Some feel peace. Some feel inspired. Some feel an unexplainable unease. But no one remains indifferent. This happens because you carry light. A light that is not from you, but through you, is God's light. You are a lamp burning in the dark. And this light cannot be hidden. It exposes falsehood. It uncovers darkness. It reveals truth. That is why some people may feel uncomfortable near you. Not because you judge them, but because your life is a living reminder of who they could be. But not everyone is drawn to light to change. Some are drawn to your energy simply because it stirs them. Some will want to take from you without giving anything in return. Some will try to use your kindness. Some will envy you because they do not understand where your strength comes from. That is why you have another task: to guard your energy. Be discerning in your connections. Do not allow everyone too close. Your energy is sacred. Do not give it to those who come to destroy, not to build. Your presence is both a weapon and a shield. It can heal, but can also expose wounds. It inspires, but it can also stir resistance. And you are not required to please everyone. You are not required to explain yourself to each person. You are called to shine. And this radiance is not for show, it is for service. Your energy was given to you for a reason. It is part of your mission. And through it, God works with those around you. Remember, you are not the source of light. You are its bearer. And that is why your task, beloved, is to remain a pure vessel. Do not allow evil to pollute your inner river. Stay in peace, in truth, in prayer. And even if no one pats you on the shoulder, know this: you're making an impact, quietly, deeply, irreversibly. And that is what matters most. Around you, there will always be those who watch from the shadows. They may not reveal themselves. They may not show open interest, but you will feel their gaze. They could be colleagues, neighbors, strangers you met by chance, even family members. They may say nothing, and yet they are watching. Not because you are famous, but because your spirit stands out. They are drawn not to your appearance, but to what you radiate. These are hidden observers. They watch because something in you moves them. Some admire you silently. Some search for a reason why you walk through life with such strength when others struggle. Some cannot look away because you remind them there is something greater. In a world full of falsehood, you appear genuine. And that draws interest, but also fear. Light always provokes a reaction. Some are inspired. Some are frightened because your light forces them to see their own darkness. Your confidence reveals their insecurity. Your honesty, their lies. You do not seek to expose anyone, but your very presence can trigger something inside them. They may try to turn away from you, and still, they will keep looking. You are a mirror. Through you, God shows others what they could become, if they listen to His voice. And that both attracts and repels. Some want to be near you, but are afraid. Some need you, but cannot admit it. Some simply watch from a distance, not even knowing why they are drawn to you. But do not waste yourself on guessing. Do not try to please the watchers. Your task is not to entertain, and not to explain. You are a messenger. And even if no one ever tells you this, you already inspire. You already influence, simply by living your truth. Among those who watch, there are some waiting for confirmation that the path of light is real. You are living proof that it is possible to live differently. In you, they see a reflection of their own aspirations, their hopes, and sometimes their unfulfilled dreams. Some will hide their interest because your presence awakens a conflict within them. Their soul is drawn, but their mind resists. You may never hear their confession, but your life will remain a quiet preacher. You do not wear a sign that says chosen, Yet heaven has marked you, and it shows. You are a sign, a reminder, not because you are perfect, but because you allowed God to use you despite your weaknesses. That is your strength. God does not choose the best by human standards. He chooses those who will say, yes. And you said it. You agreed to go forward when others turned back. You stayed faithful when no one was watching. You endured pain, loneliness, and misunderstanding, and still did not renounce the light. That is why your energy is so strong. It has been purified through suffering, strengthened by faith, and sealed by the hand of God. You carry a weight others cannot see. They may admire your confidence, not knowing what it cost you to reach this place. They see the fruit, but not the roots. They see the light, but not the night in which it was born. Being chosen is not only an honor, it is a responsibility. It is a path that demands everything from you, but gives back far more. The light you carry is not yours. It is the light of God within you. But you are the vessel that chose not to close, and so the light shines through you. And yes, it can be heavy. There will be days when you grow tired, moments when you want to hide. But in those moments, remember, you are not alone. You are being led. You are being guarded. You are covered by heaven, and your mission is far from complete. Sometimes you feel out of place. Your values do not align with those around you. Your depth seems excessive. Your pursuit of truth is seen as odd. But this confirms your chosenness. The chosen always walk alone, not because they are superior, but because their path is different. They are called where others are not. They are entrusted with what others cannot bear. You feel something guiding you from within, even when your mind is silent. This is your inner compass. This is the Holy Spirit. Even when you do not understand where you are going, you know you must go. This inner pull is no accident. It is the call of your soul, echoing the Creator's plan. You were made for something greater, and everything you have been through was not in vain. It prepared you. Those who watch you may never speak words of thanks, but you're already changing their lives. Through your resilience, through your silence, through your presence. You remind the world that light still exists, that faith is still possible, that truth is not a myth. And even if someone walks away, they leave transformed. Because encountering a bearer of light always leaves a mark. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility. You must guard your energy. Do not scatter it on everyone. Being kind does not mean being available. Being the light does not mean letting others extinguish you. Learn to discern who comes to share the path and who comes to pull you back. Continue living in truth. Continue listening to the Spirit. Continue to shine, even if no one applauds, even if it seems unnoticed. Every movement you make is noticed in the spiritual realm, like a loud voice. You influence. You bring change. You are part of the great battle between light and darkness. And every day, by choosing to remain faithful, you are already victorious. You may not see the fruits immediately. You pray and there is silence. You sow and do not see the harvest. But know this, in the spiritual realm, everything is recorded. Every secret, yes, you speak. Every sacrifice you make when no one is watching. Every morning you rise despite fatigue. All of this is part of your spiritual legacy. Heaven does not forget. Sometimes it feels like everything around you screams, "Give up." You face resistance, rejection, misunderstanding, even from loved ones. But this is also a sign, a confirmation that you are moving in the right direction. Opposition comes not because you are wrong, but because you're dangerous to the darkness. Your life stirs the spirit. You push boundaries. You break chains. And the enemy knows it. You were called not just to live, but to transform, to be an example, to be a portal of light. This is a high mission, and God has not only called you, He has equipped you with everything necessary. He gave you inner strength, intuition, discernment, patience, and the spirit of a warrior. You are not broken. You have only been strengthened. Every blow was tempering, and now, not only do you shine, but you also reflect the blows that once might have destroyed you. Remember, chosen one, you do not walk this path for yourself alone. Your life is a map for others. You go first so others may follow. You break patterns so someone else can emerge from their darkness. You listen to God's voice, to pass His will to those still deaf. You live so that your life becomes the answer to someone's prayer. So do not give up. Do not stop, even if you cannot see the end of the path. Know this: God is already where you are going. He waits for you. And everything you are going through now has meaning. You are not alone. You are not an accident. You are proof that the light is still alive. And through you, God reminds the world that He has not forgotten His own. Your life has already become a testimony. Even if you feel you have not yet reached your goal, know this: you have already become a light for someone. Someone looks at your resilience and finds hope. Someone is inspired by how you rise after falling. Someone quietly thanks God for your mere existence. You do not know how many people are strengthened simply by observing you. This is the power of spiritual influence. You may not speak, but your life speaks louder than words. Your honesty, your struggle, your faith, all of it preaches. People long for something real, and you become a living example of what a person walking in strength looks like, even amidst pain. You do not need to be understood. You need to be felt. And this happens every day, even if you do not see it. You are not required to be perfect. Your strength is not in flawlessness. It is in sincerity. God uses not the flawless, but the obedient. Those who say, "Here I am, Lord." And you have already said it. You answered. You went forward, even when no one walked beside you, even when there were no answers, even when it seemed everything was falling apart. You remained faithful, and that is worth more than gold. Let others not understand why you do not live like everyone else, why you do not chase the same things most people chase, why you remain silent when others shout, why you forgive when others retaliate, why you wait when others run. They will not understand that you live by a different law, the law of the Spirit, the law of the kingdom. And you are not one of the crowd. You are chosen. So hold fast. Continue on your path. You have everything you need. Inside you, light, wisdom, strength, and glory. You were created to be a fire that will not be extinguished. Let them watch. Let them observe. Let them not understand. The main thing is that you do not stop, because behind your choices are destinies. Behind your obedience is someone's freedom. Behind your life is someone's salvation. Your life is an answer to God's call. You are not just a human. You are a sign. You are light. You are a mission. You are a message. And everything you do in God's name will bear fruit, even if you cannot see it now.